the market momentum is intact and looks like we're going to have a positive start this morning. Let's drill it down straight to individual stocks now. We have our research team joining in. First up, Tata Chemicals and Anupam Rasayan is on our radar. Sonal is here to give us more on that. Sonal, hi, morning.
Good morning, Sonia. Let me start with Tata Chemicals. Well, Nirma had cut soda ash prices yesterday and Tata Chemicals has followed suit. They have cut domestic soda ash prices by 2,300 rupees per ton, and this is a big cut that has come by. Now, remember, Nirma had cut prices by around 2,000 rupees per ton yesterday, and if we look at the trend, now soda ash prices stand at 31,600 rupees per ton, which is the lowest level that we have seen since February of 2022, and this is the third cut that has taken place in Q1 of FY24 itself. Centrum says that sharp revision in prices is expected to lead to some margin contraction, and this is despite the respite that has come by in power and coal costs, and this would lead to some pricing war as well. Expect some negative reaction on Tata Chemicals. For Anupam Rasayan, they have signed a letter of intent. It is not an agreement, still a letter of intent, where the amount is 2,186 crore rupees. The tenure for this one is 5 years, and this is with a leading Japanese specialty chemical company. In last couple of quarters, they have signed LOIs worth 7,000 crore rupees. The supply will commence from calendar year 2025, but we'll have to see how it's executed because it's still a letter of intent right now.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Sonal. Well, Ekta joins us to tell us about a handful of stocks that she's tracking as well. Morning, Ekta.
Morning. Well, yes, I am watching Zydus because the US FDA inspected the group's injectable manufacturing facility in Ahmedabad, and they have issued zero observations, so it's positive. There is also an Elara note on Zydus where they have a buy. According to them, the company has announced final nod for Chantix generics, which is basically a drug used to stop smoking. The estimated potential size of the drug is $300 million. The company has said that it is positive on it and they could probably make $20 to $30 million per year for Zydus Life. That's what Elara is factoring in from this possible opportunity. Now, capacity is the other stock that I'm watching because New Quest Asia Investments has sold 32 lakh shares. Society General has bought around 24.17 lakh shares in that particular stock, and Z Entertainment is also in focus on account of some amount of fund action.
All right, Ekta, thanks very much for that. More stocks with news flow. Surabhi's got that list. Morning, Surabhi.
Morning. So first one on my radar is Vodafone Idea. There is a news report from ET which suggests that as a part of their revival plan, the company proposes an equity infusion of 14,000 crores. Now, Aditya Birla Group and UK's Vodafone Group are expected to contribute half the amount, but CNBC has not independently verified these news reports. Next on my radar is Dhampur Sugar. They have completed an expansion of 100 KLPD distillery capacity. With this, now the total capacity stands at 450 KLPD. Next is KEC. The company has won some new orders worth 1,373 crores, which across different business segments. And lastly, Balkrishna Industries. The company has suspended operations at their Gujarat plant due to the cyclone, and the plant will be closed for the next 2 to 4 days.
All right, thanks a lot for that. Well, let's go across to Manisha Gupta now to find out what's the latest on the world of crude. Considering that you have the US FOMC meeting upon us, this will be a crucial element to track. Manisha, hi, good morning.
Morning. Well, absolutely. You know, with the U.S. inflation slowing in the month of May and China lowering short-term lending rates for the first time in 10 months, both of these things have augured well for commodities. So the crude oil prices, which fell 4% on Monday, gained 3.5% on Tuesday, and we are trading on the higher side of the range right now as well. The metal space also surged, celebrated what China had done. Remember, we've been waiting for a stimulus or some kind of a rate cut for a very long time right now. So copper is now trading at a one-month high. In the overnight markets, you saw steel prices gain up by 2%. Iron ore is trading in the positive. Nickel prices gained up by nearly 4.5%. Zinc is up 2% overnight. So everything in industrial metals also trading in the positive. Well, of course, today is the US Fed meeting and tomorrow is ECB and day after is Bank of Japan. So that doesn't end. But at this point in time, it is a lot of positive Q and the sentiment suddenly turning into positive.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Manisha. Let's do a quick recap of our top stocks with positive news flow. There's Anupam Rasayan, Zydus Life, Capacity Infra, Z Enterprises, Vodafone Idea, Dhampur Sugar, KEC International and ONGC. While stocks with negative news flow, there's Tata Chemicals and Balkrishna Industries. Let's take a quick break. Sanjeev Bhasin of IIFL Securities will be joining in for some stock talk in a bit. Later, we'll connect with Ben Cavender, the Managing Director at China Market Research Group, to discuss China's surprising rate cut. Stay tuned.